All right, so let's see if this works. This is literally like my 20th or 30th take in like the last hour and a half trying to get this damn thing to work. And it's not the video part. The video part's fine. I'm using my iPhone, right? It's connecting this stupid thing, this Cinco, lavalier mic thing. You got the microphone you put on you, and then you got the receiver that goes onto the video recorder, which I'm using my iPhone. Well, I needed this. It says I needed this adapter to be able to make it work. It's not working. I just got this today. I've been waiting on this thing to start recording these things, and it's not working. I looked it up. I spent like an hour or so trying to look it up. It says do this, do that, other adapters. Anyways, I just dropped my son off here at baseball. I don't know if you can see the field. So let me get going and explain what I'm trying to do here with these videos. Every day I drop my son off at practice, and it's usually at the end of the day around 4:30 p.m. And that's usually when I'm on my own. I've been doing this thing lately for the past year or so. I'm not bringing my work with me everywhere, meaning like my laptop, right? That's my work. It's my livelihood. That's how I make my living. And if I got my laptop, I used to be in there and I work there. What ends up happening is I'm working all day. I don't want to do that. I want to do things in my thoughts. Guys, when you're in your thoughts, you could do a lot of things, accomplish a lot of things, think about things, and actually put things into perspective, or put things in order, prioritize the things you need to do. Very important. But anyways, it's just like a thought process. I don't have anyone to talk to about what I do. I don't have like a best friend or significant other. I don't got a girlfriend, so I can't really mind dump anything. I'm hoping the gate is open. When the baseball thing starts, you've got like a certain amount of time. I've been at this for like an hour. I'm hoping the gate is open. If not, then we're just gonna have to sit there and practice. But I usually like to drive. That's when I do my best thinking. Oh, it's open, yes. This is the high school that he goes to, by the way. But anyways, so that's what I'm trying to do with these videos. And I wanted to start on January 1st, 2025. Today is January 6th. All because I've been waiting on this stupid thing for it not to work. And for those of you that know me, I don't like to wait. I just go ahead and do it. And I should have just started, right? To get the other parts, the other kinks or whatever, out of the way on top of this. So I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to roll with it, and we'll figure out the audio later. I'm pretty sure visuals and all that stuff's going to be a thing too. It's getting dark. I got the light on, so hopefully that's enough, right? So, and I think that's probably a good thing to start with, or a good topic, right? Like putting things off. It's the beginning of the year, right? What's the one thing people be doing at the beginning of the year, right? Resolution stuff. And then what happens with resolutions? They don't get fulfilled. They don't get accomplished. They get, at the beginning you're excited. It's a feeling. That's what a resolution is. It's a feeling. You're exciting. It's like motivation, right? To me, motivation, it's the quickest feeling that runs out, man. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, it runs out that quick. You're motivated. You got that high, and you're like, it's gone, right? That's what a resolution is. You start, you got all these ideas. You want to do things. You want to work out, or you got these business ideas, these new things you want to do, these new ventures. You're excited about it. And then, either it doesn't work out, or this happens, what you thought it was going to be, it wasn't, and then you're just like, and then the excitement starts going down, and then before you know it, you just put it off for tomorrow, for the next day, for the next week, next month, and then half year goes by, and it's like, man, what happened? That's what the resolution about the fitness happens, right? The first 30, 60 days, out. You know, it's a feeling. That motivation is just a feeling that goes by quick. You know what I mean? For example, right? How many of you guys don't go to like events, networking events, marketing events, any kind of events, right? And I'll use that as an example because I used to go to a lot, like over a dozen a year. I don't go too many anymore. But especially when I was starting out, I would go to these events and I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get home and do stuff. I get home, I'm still excited, but then little by little that excitement goes away, and events are worse than like resolutions, right? At least resolutions, you get like a month or two out of it. Events, the event high, man, that lasts like a week, right? But why does that happen? I'll tell you why. Okay, it took me a while to get, you know, to figure this out, you know, and it's because, you know, you when you go to these events, okay, you're out of the norm. You're not in your usual settings. You're not in your day-to-day environment. So it doesn't allow you, that escape doesn't allow you to think about real life, the real world that you're in. All the nagging, the craziness, the bills, the whatever, right? So you're in there and you're just focused on that. And then that adrenaline, that high just kicks in. And when you get back home, you're still on that, right? But then life kicks in. Your spouse, your kids, your job, if you're working, your business is at home. Just life gets at you. And the normal starts to kick in. The high starts coming down. And it's gone. You'll start putting it off. Oh, I'll leave it for tomorrow. I'll leave it for next week. Oh, next month. And then before you know it, you don't even think about it. Okay? That's what happens with resolutions. That's what happens with those events. That's what happens with motivation itself. You know, it's up to you. It's up to us. It's up to me to keep me motivated, to more discipline, and make sure that when stuff happens, just keep on going. Don't, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. No, let's do it today, damn it. You know, this damn thing didn't work. I quickly said, damn, I wasted 5-6 days. I could have had 5 or 6 videos up already. But because of waiting, I'm putting it off. Because I said, no, I'm going to wait for this because this is going to be a badass thing. I could easily say, you know what? I'm going to wait for the other plugins that I need to start this. Because I ordered it. I found these 2 other plugins that I needed, these 2 different ones other than this. Why wait? Let the audio be what it's going to be. Who knows? Maybe it sucks really bad. Maybe I won't even put this video out. Right? But guys, we got to get off of that right now. It's January 6th. We're still up there. A lot of us are going to the gym. I go to the gym. But I go to the gym. I'm a regular. Right? I go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. Right? And I'm not, even at the end of December 2024, I would notice gym new goers coming in. And man, I went to the gym early this morning. I went earlier than usual. Usually I go about 7 or 8. And today I went at 5 a.m. And it looked like if it was like a noon or something. I'm like, man, where these guys are, you know? You could tell they're tired of it. They don't want to be there. You know, not trying to knock them down. It's a good thing that they're, you know, I hope that most of them, the majority of them, if not all of them, will stick to it, you know, and stick with their goals. But the fact of the matter is, most won't, right? But, you know, you just got to get through it and go. Hold on. And you just have to be disciplined with yourself, guys. You have to be, you call it motivation, motivate yourself, whatever. You just got to basically, what I say, kick yourself in the butt. And if something, a hiccup, you know, happens, then just be like, screw it. Let me just do it. You know, if you got a camera, I have a camera, like really nice camera when I used to do my woodworking shows on YouTube. I used to have a woodworking channel. And I wanted to do it on that because I wanted the video to be crispy. You know what? But I haven't turned that camera on like 2 years. I would have had to spend countless hours to fiddle around with it just to remember the settings and this and that. And then that lavalier, this is new to me. right? I don't know about anything about that. And I would have delayed it longer. But I think discipline is one of the things that you have to practice, right? More so than motivating yourself, right? Because discipline requires action. You to do the thing. And discipline is doing the thing when you most don't want to do it. You know, I heard Mike Tyson say this. I don't know if he's the originator or not, but he's the first one, so I'm giving him the credit. But he says discipline is doing what you hate to do and acting like you love it. Man, when I heard him say that, I'm like, wow, that's exactly how I feel. And I remember when I heard that, right, I was working out and I was in my working, like beginning to work out back in 2022. And I was really out of shape. Really, I just haven't worked out in like over 10 years. And I remember listening to that. I'm going to work in a gym and I did not want to be there at all. I was half-assing it. And then I hear him say that. That's exactly it. I'm going to act like I like to do it. How many times, tell me, right? And be honest. Put it in the comments. Be honest with yourself. How many times haven't you caught yourself doing something that you have to do or that you're doing? And this is a really bad stop thing here. That you're doing, right? And then you just catch yourself like saying, shit, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. Let me just get done with it. How many times haven't you done that right now? You know, throughout life. That there is discipline. Discipline is not doing what you like to do. When you like to do the thing that you like to do, like if you like to go to the gym every day and you love it, then it's a passion. It's a habit. It's more than routine. It's a part of life. It's not discipline anymore. Discipline is when you got to force your ass to do it. Okay? So guys, really, and I hope, I don't know how often I'm going to be doing these videos. It's more of a mind dump because these are the things that I think about. You know, I like to think it's part of business. I think a great friend of mine told me that sometimes a lot of times your thoughts are a part of business. And this is why I stopped bringing even though I got my phones with me, but still, I can't go in there and check on ads and create, you know, new designs or whatever, right? I'm not working on the actual business per se, but my thoughts are my business. It runs my business. It allows me to really put things in perspective. And, you know, like I said, I don't got a friend that I could talk to about these stuff, so a lot of times it just stays jumbled up in me. And this also, I wanted to help you. Maybe it could get, you know, some insights on what you're going through or whatever you're trying to get done. But it's also for me, right? I've said this before, especially when I'm on stage. I don't speak often anymore, but I've spoken this on stage where I tell people, you gotta be selfish. Because by you being selfish, you're helping yourself out to accomplish things, right? Whatever they may be for you. Okay? And by doing that, by reaching those heights and those goals, right? Those achievements and accomplishing them, you'll be able to help someone else with that. Whether it's teaching them how to do it or them following you or you know, asking you for advice. Oh, this is how I did it, right? There's so many ways you can help people. But you won't be able to help others unless you help yourself first. Because if you don't know how to help yourself, period, right? Doesn't matter if it's someone else or you. If you just don't know how to help, you can't help no one. There goes some of my text. You can't help no one. So what better way to learn how to help than to help yourself? So this is a selfish way for me, because now I'm unloading, I'm unleashing, you know, I'm just mind dumping and just, you know, I'll look at these videos, you know, in the future and be like, wow, right? And I'm talking to someone right now. You're in my car, in my passenger seat, right? So it's a good thing for me, I think, mentally. You know what I mean? It's gonna be good for my mental health, and You know what I mean? And which I've been working on because it helps with the physical part of you, right? And like I said, I'm alone a lot. You know, it's just me and my son. My son's with me the majority of the time, right? I'd say about 70-80% of the time, and then the rest of it he's with his mom. Reason being is because I live literally like 2 minutes from the school. The practice, the baseball, it's in the school. He plays for the high school baseball team. So he's with me all the time. I take him to school, or pick him up from school, all that stuff. You guys know that. And then usually on the weekends he's with his mom. And then whenever he wants to be there, you know, me and his mom, my ex-wife, we are happily divorced. All right, I know you don't hear that much, but we are like better friends. It's weird to say this. We're better friends now than we were in the 25 years that we were married, man. We got a great co-parenting relationship, and I thank God for that. I mean, I thank her for being so cool about it. So now that my son's older, we kind of let him try to be responsible. He's only 14. But try to be responsible to make his own decision. I mean, we'll catch him sometimes gaming the system. You know, he'll stay with me because he's mad at his mom for something, you know, or just vice versa. But anyways, guys, I'm about to get to the house right now. I know I'm only 2 minutes. I took the road that I usually take when I'm thinking, because if I go home, I'm just gonna work, right? And I don't want to do that. So I usually take a route here that I usually take. And this car, for whatever reason, I don't do road rage, but sometimes people just got all the time in the world, man. It's a 35. He's going 12, 13 miles an hour. No one in front of him. Let me make a right here. But anyways, guys, that was just my thoughts. I've been thinking a lot about that, about the New Year's resolution, and I've been talking to some people about that. Friends, not, you know, friends outside of what we do. You know, they got these New Year's, most of them, you know, going to the gym. How did I do it? But I just went to the gym. Consistency, you know, that's it. Just discipline. Started slow. That's it. Don't go hard at first. You know, and I've been hearing a lot on the YouTubes and all that stuff. Going to the gym, I see all the newcomers coming in, and even in the classes that we do, some people, you know, I got these goals to meet. Okay, you got that excitement, you got that high, all right, you're motivated. Well, scratch motivation and let's work on discipline. In fact, use that motivation right now, that high that you got, to work on the discipline. Okay, because I promise you, discipline is what's going to create the action for you. All right, you're going to take action. You're going to do things. You're going to do stuff. And if you get into a hiccup, move on. Go with it. You got a camera, use the camera. You got a way to record whatever, use the thing. You've been using the same old screen recorder for your computer, use it. You've been using the same designer thing, you know, use that thing. Whatever it is, just use it. If you've got the tool already, then use it. Anything else, like, I just threw it all over there, but anything else is just add-ons, right? It's just extras. It's, you know, you didn't use it up until now, and you don't need it. The iPhone's got a pretty good audio. I just wanted a crispier one. You know, that's all it is. What's the right word that I'm trying to say? These add-ons. These add-ons are just, they're luxury. That's all it is. It's luxury. It's like when you get a car, right? You first get a car, you're paying for it, you know, you're driving, you're like, oh, nice and everything, right? And let's say you're just learning how to drive, you're just, okay, right? Then later on, once you get good at driving, then you start adding things to it, like, oh man, I want to Mac my car out. Let me put some tints on. Oh, let me put some rims on, right? Let me put some nice bright lights on or whatever, okay? Little things like that, they're just add-ons. It's a luxury. The car is still going to drive whether you have your original rims or some fancy 22-inch rims on. It's still going to drive the same, okay? Maybe do something to the engine to make it run a little bit faster, or a little bit whatever, you know, maybe to make it run smoother. But again, it's a luxury. It's an add-on you do later on. Same thing, like let's take running ads, for example, right? You're running ads to your Shopify store, and then, you know, you're doing pretty good with it and you've reached a plateau. Well, maybe there's something you could do about it, right? Maybe change the theme out, maybe do something different, right? On the actual theme, a new video, or maybe you've been using an old video, now you want to do a custom-made video, like hire someone to do that, right? Well, I wouldn't do all that at the beginning because I don't know if the product's going to be a hit or not. I don't know if it's going to be a winner, right? So I'll sell the product first, I'll have it make money, and then when it makes me a lot of money, then I could go in and use some of that money to improve on it, to make it better, to make more money, to get more sales. Okay? So anyways, enough rambling here. I'm at the house already right here. So these cars are coming by, but yeah, I got nothing else, guys. So I don't know how often I'm gonna do these videos. If it's once a week, twice a week, every other week, or daily. It all depends, you know, how much I'm thinking, and you know, it's just a thing I want to try. That's it, right? I found myself a lot of time driving around and stuff, and I just want to do something, a different way to give back, you know, than do the traditional sending emails and, yeah, you know, just something like this. We're talking, we're conversating, right? So let me know your thoughts. Put them in the comments below, and you know, and then let's make this year badass, and let's take it one quarter at a time. This is the first quarter, so let's crush these first 3 months of the year. Okay. Hold on, give me a second here so I can go ahead and turn off this this camera. But yeah, anyways, guys, I got a car that's hugging my butt right now, and I'm not liking it at all. Alright, so there we go, guys. I'm going right here. I gotta wait for the gate to open up, and that's it, guys. Take it easy. Bye-bye.